Hi and welcome to your English class. We'll continue with transformation of sentences and today we will do adding the question tag to a sentence. Before we do that, we need to learn these words like can plus not can't, may plus not mayn't. Please take a screenshot of this and this one also. Here we see am plus not is ain't, are plus not all is aren't, but in both the case we will use aren't. Now let's see the rule. If it is a positive or affirmative sentence, you have to write the sentence first, then the helping verb plus not, because it was positive, you are making it negative, and then the subject and question mark. Negative sentence, you have to write the sentence first, then the helping verb, then the subject and the question mark. That's a rule. Now let's see the first question. Add a question tag to the following sentences. First one, John will write a letter. Now the subject is John and it is will write. So it is positive. You have to make it negative. So will plus not. So will plus not will become won't. And John, the subject, will become the pronoun that is he. So John will write a letter. Won't he? And the question mark. Let's see another one. Sandra will not be writing a letter. Will not. So it is negative. So you have to make it positive. That will not will become will. And Sandra will become she. So your answer will be the sentence as it is. Sandra will not be writing a letter, comma, will she? And the question mark. Let's see the third one. John and Sandra will have written a letter. So will have. So that's positive. So will, we have to make it negative. So will plus not, won't. And John and Sandra, they are two persons. So they. John and Sandra will have written a letter. Won't they? And the question mark. Let's see the next one. He is driving a car. He is already a pronoun. So he is. It's a positive sentence. So negative of is will be is not. So is plus not is isn't. So the answer is he is driving a car. Isn't he? And your question mark. It is as simple as that. Next one. You were going home. So you were. So it is positive. You have to make it negative. So were plus not will become weren't. So your answer will be you were going home, weren't you? So that's it. You were going home, weren't you? Question mark. Next one. This machine is perfect. Now here it is not a person but an object. So if it is object, it will become it. And is perfect. So is means it's positive. You have to make it negative. So is not, isn't. This machine is perfect, isn't it? And the question mark. Let's see the next one. He wrote a letter. Now here auxiliary verb is not there. So what will you do? If auxiliary is not there, you have to put did, didn't, does, doesn't. He wrote a letter. Didn't he? So when no auxiliary verb, you have to put did, doesn't. Okay. Next, I am writing a letter. So as I told you all, I am, amn't. But we are going to use aren't, not amn't. Whether it is am or are, we are going to use aren't only. So I am writing a letter. Aren't I? So you have to be careful with this sentence. When am is coming, you have to use aren't. Next, if we get the words like anything, something, everything and nothing, that will be changed into it in the question tag because these are objects. Anything, something, everything, nothing. Let's see some examples. Something was left behind. Wasn't it? Not wasn't something. Wasn't it? Now see the 11th one. Everything sounds so sweet. Doesn't it? Why doesn't is coming? Because auxiliary verb is, are, was is not there. Now if you see the 10th one, nothing is permanent here. Is it? It's not isn't it, because it's already negative. Nothing, no thing. That's why we made it positive. Nothing is permanent here, is it? Next type is when we have the sentences starting with let us do this, let us do that, let us sing, let us dance. In that case, always our question tag will be shall we. Please remember that. Let us play hide and seek. Shall we? Shall we play hide and seek? Let's have a party. Shall we? So whenever we have let us or let's, we have to use the question tag shall we. Next is when we have sentences starting with let me or let him, let her, let it, not let us. Except let us. Let me, let him, let her. Our question tag will be will you. For example, let him introduce himself. Will you? Will you allow him to introduce himself? Let it fall into the cup, whether it is tea, water, drink, whatever. Will you? So if it is let it, will you? If the sentence is affirmative, that is, if it is positive, and imperative means if there is a command, order in it, the question tag will be will you or won't you, if it is a command and it's a positive sentence. For example, show me your book. So it's an order, command. Will you or won't you? Speak to him. Will you or won't you? And the next is when an imperative, that is a positive sentence, shows some reproof or rebuke. You're scolding somebody, you're shouting at somebody. Our question tag will always be can't you? Like, mind your own business. Can't you? And next, shut your mouth. Can't you? Okay, so that's all in this class. The question will be sent to you separately. Thank you and God bless you all.